I am here and I would like to welcome you to A Moment in Time podcast. And my special guest today is Jean Cyril from France, and he's a sports psychologist. Hello, Jean.
Hello, Luciana.
How are you?
Fine, I'm fine. Thanks a lot.
How many years do we know each other? How many years have you been working together?
I think it's 15 years, something like that, no?
I will never forget when we started working together, because it was in 2006 when I had the road championship in Aachen, and I was changing my nationality from Brazil to Portugal. Was going to be my first event riding for Portugal, and directly in a road championship in Aachen, one of the biggest and most traditional places in the road, with a little horse called Dover that was 18 years old. So it was a really big challenge for me to overcome all my obstacles in that road championship. New country with an 18 years old horse that no one believed that he could do it. That's why I changed it from Brazil to Portugal, because the Brazilians didn't want to have me on the team. So can you imagine my head, how it was? How could I really overcome that challenge? That is when you, Jean, came into my life in 2006 as a sport psychologist to help me go through this challenge and learn how to deal with these difficulties and what could I do to really go there with Dover and my best for my new country, Portugal. So can you explain us how was your strategy at that time to help me go through this challenge?
Yeah, no, it's true. It was a big surprise for me, because at the beginning I thinking to stay with you only 1 week, and finally I stay with you 3 weeks, and we know each other during 15 years old. The strategy, was very simple with you. If you remember, we did the grow exercise, and with this, but it's a big surprise for me, you develop this exercise with a method and with your academy now. If you remember, at the beginning, the grow exercise helps you to see your goal, your balance in your with your horse in your life, and we find the good balance to be prepared for the competition.
Okay, let's go and explain for the ones that are listening to us now. What was really the GROW method? The G is the first letter of GROW, and it means goals, set your goals. The R is to find out your reality, where we are now. So our goal was to go to the road championship and have a good, like I said, a first entrance for our new country in Aachen. And our reality, we had a little horse that people said he's not able to do it. And the third letter of GROW is the O, that is the options. So we had the options how to work this challenge. So I decided to get a sports psychologist like you, and I asked a trainer to help me. So that was the options I had at that time. And the W, the fourth letter of GROW, it means that we had to work for it. So that is what you brought, I remember, in our first meeting, that we have to set your goals, see your reality, see what you can do, what are your options, and then just do it and believe it. And that is, I have to say, Jean, I remember that one of really the nicest time I've been working with you in these 3 weeks. You said to me, Luciana, we need to tell Dover, your horse, that he can do it. And you both have to trust you both can do it. So what did you do for us at that time to show both of us we could do it? How was your work? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. After to do this the grow exercise, I show you that the most important is to talk with your horse and to have a big connection with your horse. And that was very amazing with Dover. It's like, if you remember Chaplou, when Dover go to a place, he was over horse. He was a fighter, and he was very surprised to do a little horse like that. But when you decided to talk with him and to have the best connection, you can see that your couple with Dover was very good, and you did a good result with him.
I have to say at that time, I was talking to my horse, but in a different way. And when I met you, I remember you said to me, let's gonna take Dover 2 times a day and talk to him. And I said, what? I mean, we need to work, we need to jump. And you said, no, we're gonna take him 2 times out a day to talk to him. And I said, okay, let's gonna try that. And I remember, Jean, there was a great experience because while you're riding, I remember you said to me, you know, connect with him, tell him, what are you going to do? Are you gonna work today? Are you going to jump today? Are you gonna make some exercises? Or are you just gonna go for a forest walk? And then you said to me in the afternoon, let's gonna take him another time out, either riding or take him for a walk, but you're gonna talk to him again and you're gonna tell him how wonderful he is, how good he is, and then he can do it. And I have to say, it was in 2006. Since then, I developed a relationship with my horses and a different communication that I never ever had before. And I thank you so much for this, because you are the one that really brought me even closer to the horses and to understand, to feel, see what they want to do, what can they do, and also to believe on them. So it was a really great opportunity. What else did you bring me at that time that, you know, we could be really confident that we could go for this challenge and really achieve it?
No, it's true. You remember we worked about to have a good routine and to have time to talk with your horse, in this case with Dover, to prepare the competition, to explain to him that you want to him, and after he can do a best competition. But that you said, the most important is when you decided to talk to him, you can explain, if you remember, to talk to him, to have a good connection, fence by fence, you know. You say, okay, for this fence, I need your attention, I need more focus, more concentration, and you do it fence by fence. That's the most important with you and Dover in this case.
And if I remember, one thing we trained really a lot was visualization.
Exactly.
Remember you said to have a routine by day, but also to have the visualization. Why is that so important?
Because visualization, it's helps you to prepare you for the competition, and the consequence about it is prepare you with your horse. So because you are a couple, you and your horse, and to have a good connection, you need to prepare you and your horse, and the visualization helps you to have a good connection.
So if we make a summary for what we spoke now, important is to set a goal, to see where you are, yes, to work on your options, do it, and then to create a daily routine, what is very important for your performance. Yes. And then when you have your course, you should visualize your course together with your horse. And if I remember, another very important thing you told me at that time that I also brought into my life is about the importance of breathing. What can you say about the breathing?
Yes, the breathing is important because it helps you to have a good connection when you ride your horse. So that you said, it's first focus about your goal, have a good visualization, a positive visualization is the most important, and after fence by fence to see when is your breath, your relaxation or respiration, and when you have time to breathe again to stay more focused, and the respiration helps you about this.
So it's absolutely essential that we breathe during the course, right?
Exactly.
And how?
Because with the respiration you can stay focused, and that you said for the last fence, for example, sometimes happen because you are not so focused, or you don't have more oxygen, so you need to breathe, and with the breathing you have a better connection with your horse, and to feel that your horse can do it.
And what is the best way of breathing? I mean, we inhale with the nose and then exhale with the mouth, or is everyone has a different rhythm, or what is the best or the most productive way of breathing?
You remember, I teach you an exercise. It's to breathe for the mouth, and after to breathe with the nose, and to find the good feeling about you. And the solution is to find, when you breathe, if you feel the good connection with your horse. When you have the good connection, you have the good breathing.
So you're saying breathe with my horse together?
Exactly. You remember during the warm-up, you can find one round with only breathe with the mouth, after only round with the nose, and you can feel if you have a good connection or not. And after you can find your own respiration to have a good connection with your horse.
That's great. Would you like to give us any other tip, like how to overcome challenge and difficult?
Yes, you remember we analyze your bad competition and your good competition, and with this, it's important to see what you manage and what you forgot to manage. And after, the comparison between the bad and the good competition help you to say, okay, when I decided to have a good competition, I need to put this, like a checklist, you know? And the checklist, you can do it before to jump. And during the jump, it's only focused about breathe, the difficulty, and the connection with your horse.
That's great, but I'm going to remember you one thing more that for me was really like at that moment, very important. I remember the first day we had 175 starters, and it was a table C class, and it was pour down raining. It was so much rain. If you remember, I was in the paddock, and rider before me fall down and stopped, and the ambulance came, and there was pour down raining, and I went completely like, oh my God, and now it's me, and then what can we do now? My reins, I couldn't hold the hands anymore because it was so wet, it was slippery, I couldn't stay more in my saddle. I did a little jump in the paddock, and I just went out of the saddle like a soap, and if you remember, I was shouting to you, Jeanne, come and get me a new saddle, get my groom to get a new boots. I need to change everything. I cannot hold myself on the horse. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember.
And at that moment, I remember that you kind of, oh my God, what's going to happen now? But you said to me, just, I look at you and you just press, So you were in peace, but the chaos was around me. But I could see that you were in peace. And that peace helped me at that moment to say, it doesn't matter what happened in the moment outside, I'm going to stay focused with me and my horse. I'm going to breathe with him. And I'm going to trust that everything we've been working in the last few weeks is going to work. And with this spirit, I went on the ring and to do my best. And if I remember, out of 175 starters, I finished on that class 25th or something like this. And I remember I was galloping with Dover through the course, and I could hear the water plashing, like that. And it was absolutely like a lake, Aachen was like a lake, and I couldn't believe it. And I was just like flying and flowing through that course with a little horse, 1.60 meters high, 18 years old, and that no one believed we could be there. So there was a really challenge to overcome, not only the fact that we were there, but the conditions, the weather conditions, and the whole circumstance were also out of normal. And that, that you brought me at that moment, to have peace. And the whole team was there, really connected, the vet, Santina, and we are all really like at that moment with the groom, José, so connected. And that gave me so much trust that I knew you would go well. And, it was great. So, but after this round, I have to remember, and I would like you to talk about it. We sat on the stables. I was really fast on that round. I had one mistake, but because I was so fast, it was a table C where your faults transforming time, I could finish on the top 30. And then after the competition, you said, let's gonna come down, analyze the course. And you said to me, close your eyes, think about your course now without the mistake. Like you were doing the course now perfectly with no mistake. And you're gonna finish with that good spirit, with that good energy, because this energy you're gonna bring to the next day. Can you explain me now, or explain all of us, why it's so important for us to analyze our course and how can we do it better?
Yes, it's true. Because, during this competition, it's a long competition. So it's important to stay positive and to analyze what is not good or good. So in your case, we did mental imagery to focus about that you need to prepare for the next day, and to prepare you mentally and prepare you and your horse for the next day. So it's important to do the visualization again in a positive way and to stay prepared for the next day. And you did it.
Yes, because in the next day we were clear in the Nations Cup. Even if you were like an individual rider for Portugal, I was clear in the first round of the Nations Cup. And like this spirit, with this energy, I kept through the end, and I finished in this road championship in Aachen 2006 in the top 20 with a horse that was 18 years old. No one believed it, he could do it. But we believed it. And you helped us at that moment to like be sure that trust yourself, believe it, and go for it. So it was a great experience, was a great result. And that's how you came in my life. And since then, we've been working together, you as a sports psychologist, me as a rider. And we are also inspiring people around the road with my Grow Ride workshops. You've been participating in many of them already in Brazil, in Germany, and hopefully also in the future in many other countries, that we can inspire people and teach them how they can overcome challenges, how they can overcome difficulties with serenity and trust. And that's why, Jeanne, I would like to thank you so much for this, and also to say that Jeanne is going to be at my website of one of the trainers that is going to be there for you whenever you need our inspiration, our helps, and our tips. And thank you so much for this opportunity, Jeanne. And if you would like to say some more words for our fans, for the people that are listening to us now, what they can learn from us, what they can learn from these experiences would be great.
Yeah, no, thanks a lot, Luciana. It's true. It looks like easy, but it's a lot of year of work, and you succeed in this. But with your project, I think it's better to help many riders to want to be do your best, and we have a lot of technique and tips to help these people. So we can propose this now.
Thank you so much again for participating in the A Moment in Time podcast. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.